Good morning, friends. I hope you're having a good start to your rainy Wednesday. Today we're going to continue with our study of being at home during the quarantine. And I thought it might be kind of fun to make some of these paper garland slash chains to kind of celebrate being home with our family and our pets. Anyway, I've always kind of been interested in making these, and I've never done it before. So it was kind of fun to figure out and create them. But let's get started. There's only two important things you need to remember when you're making these, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So you need a piece of paper, and I just want to show you. This one is about a little over 2 inches in height and almost 10 and a half, 11 inches long. All right. This one that has some bigger houses on it is about 4 inches in height, and also it's 11 inches long. So if you have a wider paper, you won't have as many objects. If you have a skinnier paper or a narrow paper, you will have more elements. So you just have to kind of think about what you want. Now, the important thing when creating and cutting these paper chains are these hinges right here. If you don't have the hinge, you end up with something that looks like this. They're not connected. So what I did is I kind of took some old copy paper and I used that first just to get an idea. So this paper is about 2 inches wide and 11 inches long. And in fact, what I did is I folded my copy paper in half, and then I folded it again in half, and that's how I got that height. And then I just cut it. So what you have to do is you have to take your paper and you fold it in half, making sure you line up those edges. And here's your fold right here. And then you fold it again, like that. And you could keep it like this. It'll be really wide. Or you could fold it one more time, which is what I did. Now, after I folded it, what I did is I found the middle of my paper right up here, more or less the middle, and then I drew a diagonal line to the edge of the paper like that, and then I drew another diagonal line to the edge of the paper like that. So that will be my rooftop, and we're just going to erase this line so it doesn't confuse you. Now this is where the hinging happens, friends. So from here I just made a little dash line in and down, and another little dash line in and down. This is about 1/4 of an inch in length. The length doesn't matter, but if you don't make it significant, the hinges become kind of weak and the chance is high that the house is going to fall apart or break. So then all you have to do is cut this out and really hold on to the paper when you do that so it doesn't slip. And I'm going to cut here and down. The other thing you can do is just cut up and then turn and cut. Sometimes it's hard to rotate the paper, rotate your scissors when you're in the paper like that. All right, so there's my house, and now look, I'm going to unfold it, and I've got 8 different houses now that I can decorate in kind of a funky way. I made some teeny tiny ones. This is about over an inch, close to like 1.5 inches. And again, it's about 11 inches in length. So it really is, the narrower your paper, the more you're going to get. So then after you create this, you just can decorate it any way you want. Here I used my water-soluble markers as watercolors, and then I made the details and patterns with Sharpie marker. And I really like this effect. And I tried to make them kind of all different. Although I started to create a little bit of a pattern. Actually I didn't. That was on a different one. Oh yeah, this one. I created a little bit of pattern in what I did with the rooftops. With the designs. But here I just decided to try to make them all different. I also tried, making people. And it's the same concept. You just have to choose where you want them to connect. Alright? And that's where the hinge is going to be. I also made hearts. Okay? And again, you just have to figure out where you're going to connect it. I'm just going to show you quick on this big piece of paper. If you decide to make a heart, I found the middle again, and I made a J. Or actually, it looks kind of like a flying bird, right? Sometimes this is how people make their bird. And I just had that go to the edge of the paper. It also could be an M, a funny looking M, right? And then from there, I just went down a little bit and made the letter V. Just like that. And then I cut it out. Cut out my M. Like this. And then here are my hinges, so I'm going to leave that alone. And I'm going to move down and cut out the V. And voila! Here are my hearts. They're all connected. With the people, I'll just kind of fold this up for you quick. You just have them. Where's the one that I drew? I think it's this one. There we go. So now we're back at the beginning. You can see how I kind of created the hinge here and here within the hands. Alright? The thing you have to remember when you're folding is that you're not folding accordion fold like this, but you're folding in half and then in half again. And you keep folding in half until you get it to the size that you want. And you have to keep your hinges on the side and the open parts at the top and bottom. Alright? So when you're folding, it's just in half, and keep folding in half until you get it to the width that you want it to be. Alright? If you go accordion fold, it's not going to work. So, I can't wait to see your ideas and your designs. I hope you have a fun time making these. Again, it's a fun thing to send to somebody or put in someone's mailbox to let them know that you're thinking about them. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.